So, sinabi ko po yun na I don't think I am capable of really fulfilling the contract. Naintindihan naman po ako, so we mutually decided na i-pre-terminate na po. Kasi ang contract ko po ay dapat hanggang December of this year. So, pin-re-terminate na lang po namin yung kontrata po.
Kanino po kayo nagpaalam?
Sa ating Vice President po.
Naging mutual po ba yung decision na ito? Or
I would like to think so, Your Honor, to be honest. Kasi ako naman, very forthright ako. Nagsabi ako ng difficulties that I'm encountering. Medically, I'm affected. But also, beyond that, it's really hindi ko ma-fulfill yung trabaho ko. Hindi ako makapagpa-interview. Hindi dahil sa ayaw ko, pero I think it would be inappropriate. For example, if I'm asked about the proceedings, I would rather answer questions here rather than in the media, especially if it's a comment by a member of the committee. I think it would be inappropriate for me to comment through the media. So sa totoo lang po, nahirapan din po talaga ako and I expressed that difficulty to the principal. At I'd like to think that she really understood naman po at that's why nag-agree kami to pre-terminate. So I sent in my notice to pre-terminate the contract and wala naman pong naging problema.
bakit po kayo nahihirapan? Nahihirapan po ba kayo dahil nahihirapan kayo ipagtanggol siya o meron po bang inuutos sa inyo na...
Hindi naman po, Mr. Chair, sorry. Hindi naman po. It's really, try ko pong explain. No? For example, meron pong interview regarding the proceedings here. Ako po kasi, personal view ko, kunwari nagkomentong isang kagalang-galang na kongresista tungkol sa proceedings dito, or pagtanungin ako tungkol sa mga issues na pinag-uusapan natin dito, I don't think, out of due respect to the members of this committee, I don't think it would be proper for me to answer through the media. Tapos magkakaharap tayo dito. Tapos either ulitin ko lang ulit yung sinabi ko. I would rather answer the questions here as a resource person. And I don't know if it's something that the committee would appreciate where I'm coming from. But sa totoo lang po, nahirapan ako magpa-interview. Kaya po kung mapapansin nyo, hindi ako nagpa-interview since nagsimula po yung itong committee na to. Hindi po ako lumabas sa kahit anong interview. No?
Oo, ganun din kabilis na nagdesisyon si Attorney Apoa, partner.
Oo nga.
Oo, kanina lang siya, di ba nagsabi?
Kailan siya? Umalis ba siya? Wait pakicheck natin, partner. Kasi parang nadinig ko, bago sumalang, nagpaalam siya. Nakadalawang salang na siya Ngayon ba yung pagsalang niya o yung nauna? Kasi napaso siya nung una.
I understand that you are no longer connected with DepEd, but how about in the office of the Vice President? Are you still connected?
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
I would like to inform the Honorable Committee that I am no longer connected po with the Office of the Vice President. Hindi na po ako, yung consultancy contract ko po was already pre-terminated, Your Honor.
Not even as a spokesman?
Wala na rin po ako as spokesperson.
Okay, but are you aware of the status of the people who are subject of the subpoena?
Opo.
Are they still connected?
Honestly, Your Honor, when I was still there, yes, they were connected with the OVP. Although, as of today, hindi ko na po talaga masabi factually if they are still connected or not. I would assume because of the position paper with the letterhead that they're still connected. But I cannot confirm that because nagpaalam po ako, nagpaalam po ako na umalis prior pa po to the previous hearing.
Hindi niya kaya sagutin yung mga yung mga tanong Ngayon, alam mo, sa totoo lang mga ka-clear at mga ka-UB, kasi ninyo, magaan na siya magsalita, dire-diretso.
Nahihirapan nga daw siya, partner.
Nung una, hirap na hirap siya.
May I ask Yusek Memphin?
Yes, sir.
Yusek Memphin, you are recognized.
Why would
Why
would certifications be addressed to you?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, as I mentioned to a while ago, I was asked by the Office of the Secretary to get report from the
You were asked by the
Office of the Secretary.
By the
Office of the Secretary.
And who in the Office of the Secretary asked you that? Hindi naman pwedeng magsalita yung Office of the Secretary, di po ba? So there must be somebody from the Office of the Secretary who asked you to do that. And may I know who that is?
It's our former Chief of Staff.
And who might that be? And who might that be?
Former USEC Attorney Mike Poa po, sir.
USEC Poa, would you agree to the answer of the USEC of USEC Memphin?
Yes, Mr. Chair, Congressman Acop, yes, I confirm that.
that you asked him to ask for the certifications from the different unit commanders of the Philippine Army?
If I may explain, Your Honor. The answer is yes.
Sagutin mo muna yung tanong ko bago ka mag-explain.
Yes
Diba?
po. Yes po.
So, tama yung sagot sa akin ni Yusek Memphis.
Yes po.
Na kayo po ang humingi sa kanya, na humingi siya ng certification doon sa mga units ng Philippine Army na nag-conduct ng YLS.
Your Honor, if I may qualify, hindi po specifically on YLS. What I asked for was for any accomplishment. Kasi po yung ayon doon sa AOM na natanggap namin, pag nagbigay daw po ng rewards, you needed evidence of success of the information you received from the rewards. I mean, you received through the giving out of rewards. So because of this, I coordinated with Yusek Mempin to see to provide any proof of accomplishment para po doon sa rewards na na-disburse ng confidential funds.
So, Yusek po, mali po yun. Kasi kitang-kita naman na natin that you asked for these documents to support your liquidation insofar as the confidential fund of the Department of Education is concerned. Kasi hindi naman kaya basically primordial na kasama doon po sa mga events na yun. And yet, you are submitting or you submitted to COA documents to support your liquidation of the confidential fund of the Department of Education. Wala kahit na anong basa ko. Kasi, for your information, Yusek COA, naging controller ako ng pulis kaya alam ko kung ano ang sinasabi nitong mga membro ng Philippine Army ngayon Alam ko rin na ginagamit nyo lang yun para i-justify yung expenditure nyo ng confidential fund ng Department of Education. Di ba? You just use that to justify your liquidation of the fund. Hindi po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
If I may also just, if Your Honor would allow me, Mr.
Sir
Chair.
Michael Powa, you're recognized.
Basically, just to expound, and just so I can inform the committee factually what happened, we received an AOM back in February asking for certain documents, one of which are the DEPs, which are the document evidence of payments. Another one would be for pag may rewards daw, kailangan daw po merong evidence of success. Because I am not aware on how the confidential funds are operationalized, I went to Yusek Mempin, who is our former security consultant, to ask if there would be any document that we would be able to show the COA na meron namang success, on the premise that whatever activity was conducted on the ground by the military was targeted because of information received from DepEd due to those rewards given out. Yun po yung pinanggagalingan ko. And when I received the certifications, I submitted them as such in response lang po to the AOM.
Mr. Chair, just a clarification. No? I
Yes,
think
Congressman Abante, you're
I
recognized.
heard him mention that he is not aware of the nature of the confidential fund. Is that right?
Not the nature, if I may clarify, Mr. Chair, not the nature, I understand the nature of confidential funds, but on how it is actually operationalized or used on the ground, under oath, I would like to state for the record that I'm really not aware. Hindi ko po nakita yung fund, hindi ko po alam kung paano siya ino-operationalize on the ground. Ang participation ko po ay naganap nung ako po ay OIC for finance kasi at that time, nung na-receive namin yung AOM. And we had to respond to the AOM. And so because we had to respond to the AOM, I had to get all the documentation that COA was asking for po through that AOM.
Ito sinasabi nga niya rito. Mutual decision.
Sige.
After he informed Duterte that he could no longer fulfill his task as her office's spokesperson. This was because he is also appearing as a resource person in House of Representatives hearing on Duterte's spending of public funds. So, kapag resource person siya, tapos in-interview siya ng media, mahirap ba yun?
Hindi. Mahirap lang siya. Muna talaga siya isasagot.
Diba?
At baka mapagkamala na kasabot pa siya.
Di ba mas, partner, mas madali
Partner,
na depensahan kasi nandun ka na sa hearing, narinig mo na yung mga tanong at naisagot, nadepensahan mo naman yung Office of the Vice President.
Hindi nga niya madipensahan, partner, sa kanya
Oo.
pumapasok yung mali eh.
Attorney Pua.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yeah, Mr. Chair.
Would it be correct that you stated in the previous hearing na only the Vice President and the SDO know where the confidential funds went?
Based on the documents, Your Honor, I would assume so.
Did you state that?
What I was asked, Mr. Chair, I was asked, Your Honor, I think by Representative Castro, if I knew anything about it. And I said na sa totoo, wala po talaga akong kinalaman sa management or operation ng confidential funds. So if I remember correctly, and the transcripts would probably bear me out, tinanong niya, kung hindi ikaw, sino? So I said, I would assume the signatories, Your Honor, of the certifications and of the other documents. And she asked me who, so I said the SDO and probably the head of agency.
So yung sagot po ninyo, it's a presumption.
Well, Your Honor, kasi hindi ko po alam kung saan...
Because you answered the question under oath.
Yes, Your Honor.
And therefore, you stated the name of the Vice President and the Special Disbursing Officer. That they're the only ones who know where the confidential funds went.
That is correct, Your Honor. No?
That is
Because
why I asked
based
you
on the documents, yes.
whether you stated this statement in the last hearing.
Yes, Your Honor. But just to clarify, I mentioned that it was based on the documents, Your Honor, because the documents would point that way.
Kasi kung titingnan ko yung statement po ninyo, kung wala nang ibang nakakalam kung saan napunta yung pondo, ay dadalawang bagay lang ang nangyari. Di ba? Kasi either ibinulsa nung ni VP o ni STO o ginamit sa ibang bagay. Ni VP at saka ni STO. Hindi po ba?
Your Honor, please, I wasn't...
yun po yung sagot
but
ninyo.
I wasn't
That's why-
alluding to that, Your Honor. I
beg your pardon?
I wasn't alluding to that, Your Honor, if I may beg your indulgence. Opo.
Kowa, correct me if I'm wrong. Di ba? Yung pondo, allocated sa office. Tama. Nag-cash advance sila from Land Bank. Tama. Land Bank, nag-cash advance sila doon, dinala sa opisina. Ang makaalam na lang doon ay yung head of office or head of agency at saka yung special disbursing officer. Tama. Di ba ba? At yung special disbursing officer, yun yung mag-allocate kung saan pupunta yung gagastusin yung pondo. Di po ba? Sagutin niyo ako, Kowa. Do you agree with me? Yes. Pakisabi sa mic para marinig po lahat.
With your permission, Your Honor. Yes po, Your Honor.
Yes. And therefore, kung yung liquidation or clearing process ay hindi totoo at bogus, ibig sabihin, nagamit yung pera sa ibang bagay. Would you agree with me, Kowa?
Based on your statement, Your Honor, and based on which you said that the liquidation or the documents are bogus, so we presume that the funds, no other evidence presented, were illegally disbursed.
Hindi po ba kayo kumbinsido sa mga sagot ninyo at saka sa mga katanungan ng aking mga kasama na yung DEPs or documentary evidence of payments or acknowledgement receipts ay puro may diferensya? Di po ba? And therefore, pag yung liquidation instruments, part of your clearing process or liquidation process, ay mali-mali na, eh saan napunta yung pera? Tell me. Dalawang bagay lang po. Kasi dami ko na naimbestigan na ganito nung nasa pulis ako saka sa PCINP. Di ba? Either ibinulsa or ginamit sa iba. Either way, mali. Di po ba?
Questions I'd like to ask. Maybe I can direct my questions to Attorney Pua. Apart from your service to the Vice President as a spokesperson, you were once her Chief of Staff, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Attorney Pua.
Mr. Chair, sorry. Mr.
Yes,
Chair,
you were
yes,
Chief
Your
of
Honor,
Staff
that's correct.
when she was the Secretary of DepEd.
For a time, not for the entire duration, Your Honor, but on the latter time. I started April 2023, Your Honor.
Up to when? What
Until
time did
July
you-
19 when she resigned.
So a portion of the discussion of the confidential funds, when it was brought out in the open, you were then still the
Yes,
Chief
Your
of Staff of the Vice President, when
Yes,
she
Your
was also still the Secretary of DepEd.
Yes, Your
right?
Honor. Mr. Chair.
You heard about the testimonies of your fellow guests here, right? And they were mentioned about the sobre and the gifts. And I'm just wondering, was there any point in time that such bigayan sobre was when it was happening? What, as a chief of staff, I presume that part of your job is the in and outs of the office of the vice president, any memoranda, etc. I would just like to know, Mr. Chair, to your knowledge, do you have any, or would you know, for example, that such gifts are being given? Let's presume, no, assuming without conceding that there's in fact given out of the good heart, no? Was there any point in time that you were made to also understand that this may be a regular process, that the Vice President is really giving out gifts to sobre, to the employees of DepEd?
Mr. Chair.
Where were you when all of this are happening?
Yeah. Mr. Chair, again, I'm under oath. Hindi ko po alam na may ganyang pupunta sa office, binibigyan ng envelope. Perhaps I need to contextualize and give you an idea of the working relationship back in DepEd then. In DepEd, I think anyone who's worked with the Vice President would know that the way she does things, it's highly compartmentalized. No? So, for example, I may be in the same office as my ASEC, who was then ASEC Fajarda, but we had totally separate duties. So what does that mean? It means that she takes care of the OSEC proper because she was already HEA even before I came in as Chief of Staff. She was already HEA. No? So when I came in as Chief of Staff, the duties that were assigned to me was basically the day-to-day of DepEd. So meaning I would hold cluster meetings with the USECs on a weekly basis. My primary marching order was to deliver on the Matatag agenda. And perhaps, looking at it now, in a very direct manner, perhaps that's also why I was never really briefed on how confidential funds were being operationalized, on how, perhaps that's why even when I came in as Chief of Staff, I was not made SDO or signatory or anything. The only time I can honestly say that I encountered looking into the reports of confidential funds was when we were already issued an AOM. And at that time, I was also not just Chief of Staff, but I was OIC Finance. And so it was within my purview to address and respond to the AOM. I know it is very hard to maybe fathom or imagine na bakit hindi mo alam tong mga ganito. But I think anyone in DepEd and my DepEd family is here, they would know how compartmentalized we were at that time. In fact, coming into these congressional hearings, and to be very honest with you, sir, Mr. Chair, kung pwede ko lang sagutin yung confidential funds, Your Honor, gusto ko na sagutin. Kasi I've been defending DepEd since day one as the spokesperson in July 2022. So to be honest, if I could just defend DepEd now, defend the Vice President even, I would. But that's why I came here. When they ask me anything, minsan sabihin pa nga sa akin, why did you admit, why did you? But that's the truth. And I just want to be here and tell the truth. Ngayon, pag hindi ko talaga alam, I would say hindi ko talaga alam. And
okay,
sorry for the long
so, are you telling this committee that in the span of your tenure as a Chief of Staff, you have never heard anybody, or at least with your co-workers, saying that there's an allowance from the good heart of the Vice President giving out for these employees?
Mr. Chair, if there was,
Please continue.
If there was an instance, Your Honor, that I would say maybe pumasok sa utak ko na may nabigyan, it was probably nung 2022 December because it was meant to be parang a Christmas, ano, no?
Yeah, but that's already, sabi ni Ms. Catalan, is that's regular bonuses. But we're talking about these,
But throughout the envelopes, I can honestly say walang ibang USEC or Ms. Runa, I can honestly say I just found out today also. So walang ganyang usapan eh. Hindi nagkakaroon ng, walang lumapit sa akin na nagtanong man lang kung ako ba may natanggap or them narrating to me na sila may natanggap sila. To be perfectly honest with you, wala talaga akong narinig eh.
As a Chief of Staff, it's, to me, as a Chief of Staff, because you're appointed as a Chief, so big sabihin, trust and confidence is everything, di ba? Kasi ikaw, before it reaches your principal, everything should be, everything should be a course through as a Chief of Staff through you, no? It's, for me personally, Mr. Chair, I find it very hard to understand, although I'm not trying to debunk your statement here, Attorney Pua, but to me, we all are government employees, and we know how the administrative processes have been going. So it's, for me personally, I think it's kind of difficult for you not to be able to understand and at least have a grasp on what is happening inside your office, knowing that you are not only the Chief of Staff, but you're also the spokesperson for the Department of Education, Mr. Chair. And though you may not know, but a lot of your co-workers in the department, co-employees in the department have already come out saying the same thing. But if we use the same argument or the statement of Ms. Catalan na discrete pinamimigay, ilan yung lumabas na? Ibig sabihin, kung 4 na ba sila, Mr. Chair, o 5? 4 yung lumabas, the same testimony saying that they have received envelopes. Ibig sabihin, kung discreetly, kung the same manner of releasing, ibig sabihin, there's no way for them to really make up some stories. But they came out with the same narrative and the same stories. Yun lang yung gusto kong ipaintindi, no, Mr. Chair. Do you have what's your thought on that?
Mr. Chair, may I respond? I respect your view, sir. Like I mentioned earlier, Mr. Chair and Honorable Congressman, if I were in your shoes, I would also find it hard to believe, hindi ba? And that's why I had to put it in context, no? I did not know the Vice President till the day I was hired as her spokesperson in July. I wasn't with her prior. So perhaps there are things that's why I said it was compartmentalized. Perhaps there were things that are not shared with everyone, are not shared with me, are shared with me, but are not shared with others either. Perhaps that's the only way I can even fathom it, no? But definitely operationally, which means policy, which means whatever happens in DepEd, I can honestly say that really goes through me. But on why they are naming ASEC Sunshine as the one giving the envelope, I really do not know. And even if you were to ask me now, I wouldn't even dare ask.
What's the task of Attorney Sunshine pala, if I may ask?
As far as I know, she was the head EA even before I joined DepEd, Your Honor. So in fact, she was the one who interviewed me when I applied for DepEd. And then my last interview was the Vice President, and that was the day that I met the Vice President for the first time, when I was offered the job of spokesperson. And I remained to be a spokesperson from July 2022 to around April 2023. So just to give you a background on all this, because I can definitely understand, Your Honor, the sentiments of the good congressman on parang medyo weird, no? Chief of Staff ka, bakit hindi mo alam ang lahat nangyayari? In fact, it's a bit embarrassing for me to also admit na hindi ko alam lahat ng nangyayari. But it's really the way it is. Things are compartmentalized even from day one. So even as spokesperson, when may balita and I need to get to an interview, honestly, I have to message with the Vice President at that time to find out every time on what she wants me to say during the interview. At least just to give you a picture, Your Honor, on how it was.
Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Attorney Powa, do you remember receiving an envelope that has about 200,000 in it?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, no. The simple answer is no. The biggest, if I need to share, probably when one time nakwento ko nga na nag-reimburse ako because of a media party, no, for just to host the media for Christmas, I was given around 20 to 25 at that time, which was, well, to be candid, lower pa than what I made abono, but who are we to diba? So, but never, definitely not 200, not 100,000, not 50,000.
Oh, Ms. Catalan, he was an undersecretary.
Okay. So, ang sa akin, ganito, talagang kailangan niya mag-resign kasi hindi lang dahil sa, ang sabi niya, mas mahihirapan siya kasi resource person siya doon.
Oo.
Ang tingin ko, ginamit ni Attorney Powa yung utak niya at natatakot siyang matanggalan ng lisensya.
Bakit naman?
Lalim,
Oo. Medyo nahulog yung ko ng partner. Pulutin ko ba?
Hindi, partner.
Oo.
Kung siya ay nag-resign after nung unang hearing,
Oo.
Hindi siya talaga makalusot. Kasi pinipilit niyang i-justify yung paghingi nila ng certificate from the AFP. Kuhamok, kasi ganito siya kasi naatasan sa financial.
Okay.
Okay? Ang problema, kay Atty. Powa, alam niya sa sarili niya. Kung nasa yung pera.
Saan napunta? Paano ginastos?
Oo. And Kung paano ginastos, malamang hindi niya alam yon. Kasi hindi siya ganun ka-insider eh. Meron sa ibang circle, merong ibang circle pa
may iba pang grupo
may iba
doon.
pang grupo na malapit sa kusina. Siya nandun na sa may pintuan ng kusina eh. Yung iba nasa kusina.
Oo. Nakasama doon sa
usapan.
Sa envelope.
Oo, sa envelope. Actually, hindi pa ganun. Okay, kung si Powa, nandun pa lang sa may bandang pintuan, di ba? Siya nakakapasok eh.
So,
pero may naaamoy na siya. May naaamoy na siyang niluluto.
So, posible, marami pa siyang hindi alam sa mga pangyayari.
Yes,
Parang
marami pa
ganon.
siyang hindi alam.
Pero, may napapansin na siya. Parang ganon ba ang
alam
sitwasyon?
niya kung sinong gumagastos. Alam niya yon. Alam niya kung saan napupunta yung pera. Hindi niya lang alam kung paano yun ginagastos. Kasi wala siya sa operasyon.
So, ang ibig mong sabihin, partner, para sa'yo ang dahilan, para hindi na siya mailagay sa
Alanganin. Matadamay siya.
Oo.
Baka matanggal pa siya ng titulo. Madamay pa siya sa malversation, technical malversation.
Mas mainam na umalis
ka
na. Hindi, kasi iniisip ko, kasi di ba katwiran nga niya sinasabi, resource person siya, tapos spokesperson pa. Baka mamaya, di ba, partner, di ba, madulas sa mga tanong ng media, na po pwedeng gamitin yon ng komite na para mas lalong idiin siya doon sa ginagawang investigasyon. Madiin pa ang Office of the Vice President. Diba? Kasi paminsan, ang mga media, mga tanong partner, talagang pipilit partner na kukuha ng impormasyon. Oo.
Pero, tama yun, partner. Pero tingin ko mas matindi na sobra siyang, ito yung naisip ko, di ba? Kung si Atty. Powa, hindi siya corrupt.
Oo.
Isipin ko, di siya gano'n.
Okay.
Kaya lang napasama siya sa grupong may problema pagdating sa pera. Nasama siya eh. Di ba? So, hindi ko na sabing corrupt, dinasamahan niya. Pero may problema. Di ba? So, kung ikaw ay hindi ka naman corrupt, naaambunan ka lang, tapos yung pinaka nangyayari sa loob, alam mo, pero yung detalye hindi mo alam. Kasi hindi sa kanya pumapasok, partner eh. Pumapasok yung pera.
Pero sa financial partner.
Pero hanggang dun nga lang siya. Nagagawa ng report. Pero pagdating ng pera, wala siyang nahawakan. Ang may hawak niya, yung Fajarda. Yung mag-asawa.
Ano naman yung posisyon ng mga yon?
ASEC.
Ng
DepEd? Ng OVP.
Ng OVP?
Ng DepEd.
Ng DepEd.
Ng DepEd. Yes. So, itong mga taong to,
Kasi ito partner, ang pag sa finance ka, dapat maging ka rin eh.
Ayan.
Maging maingat ka rin, partner. Sa pagliliquidate, lahat ng gastos, minomonitor mo.
Ito nga.
Kasi isa ka rin sa mga madadali dyan kung sakasakali.
Kaya nga siya lumabas na eh.
Oo.
Pag lumabas na siya, hindi na siya mahirapan magsalita. Kung ano yung alam niya.
Sa tingin mo, ito ngayon?
Inamin naman niya, partner eh. Ang pinakaalam niya, ang pera niyan, wala namang ibang hahawak niyan at may control, kundi si VP Sara at saka sila Fajarda. Yung disbursing officer.
Kasi siyempre, sa kanila manggagaling lahat yung plano, programa, kung saan, di ba, saan ilalaan yung pondo. Oo.
So, ganito, di ba, imagine mo, may nakuha si Congressman Paduano, kung paano yung milyones, partner, magkano yun? 13 ba? 13 million ba? Teka lang, pinicture ko to. Tignan ko ng partner ha. Na ito ay, tawag dito, na-withdraw from the land bank ng OVP. Okay, hanapin ko lang mga, okay. Check yan. Pinicture ko kanina eh. So, di ba, ito, ganun kalaki silang mag-withdraw. Di man lang inuunti-unti. Diba? As in, pag nabigay agad yung cheque, na confidential funds, binibidro agad nila yung partner. Ngayon, hanapin ko nga. Cheque, where are you? Ay, saan ba? Ba't hindi ko makita? Ayan, teka. Ay, na-picture na ako. Ayan o. 125 million, partner. Binidro to agad. Anyway, check naman kasi to eh. Pero ang tanong ko, hindi to nilagay sa anumang bangko. Yun ang sabi ha. Di ba pwede naman to, ito lang di ba meron namang deposit, meron namang bank account ang OVP. Di ba partner? May ano naman ang account ang OVP. Pero itong 125 million na to, noong, July. Malamang 2023 to. Okay. Noong July, hindi to dineposito, kinuha itong buo. Hindi pa tapos mag-testify yung taga-land bank, pero kinuha to ng buo, partner. Diba? So, magagastos mo ba to sa isang araw?
Yung buong amount?
Oo, diba?
Depende sa kung anong proyekto, partner.
Tulad ng?
Gaano kalaki yung proyekto o programa na kailangan ng malaking pondo. Ganun yun eh.
Di, partner.
Kung malaki yung proyekto at kailangan ng malaking pondo, kaya mong gastusin, partner.
Ito nga.
Oo.
Okay, malaking pondo, di ba? Malaking pondo. Hindi naman nila ma-justify yung
kung saan ginastos. Oo.
Kasi ang nakalagay lang, kung napanood mo buo, partner, yung mga AR, yung acknowledgement receipt lang yun. Tapos, ang problema kasi sa COA, okay lang naman di ba? Sabi na hanggang dyan lang po kami. Ang problema sa COA, nakikita ko, hindi sila naging stricto doon.
Oo.
Kasi sabi na hanggang dyan lang kami.
Oo.
Parang table audit ba tawag doon? Ang sa akin lang mga ka-UB.
Bayaran na.
Ayan na.
Ito. Dito, kabila. Tama ba? Okay na to? Inaabot to yan. Oo. 25,000 yan from February to September, ha?
Di ba, partner?
25,000, di ba yung sinabi? Kanina sa House Committee din yung partner eh.
Ganun?
Buwan-buwan daw eh.
Alin?
Yung 25,000.
Ay, si
Catalan. Tama ba?
Yung chief accountant nila.
Oo.
Unang-una, saan ba kukunin yun?
Anyway,
doon mo tayo sa bank?
Oo, sa ibang issue yan. Pero siyempre, isa din yan sa pumapasok. Ba't kailangan niya magbigay ng mga ganun?
At siya lang ang nagbibigay.
Oo, every month.
Oo.
Sa kanyang mga tauhan.
Siyempre, pag nagbigay, partner, tahimik. Tatahimik ka eh.
Pang ganun yun.
Kasi nabibiyayaan ka.
Oo.
Kasi parang ganito yan eh. Mga clear makakayubi. Diba, sa pelikula, kapag napasok na yung isang paa mo, tutuloy-tuloy ka na. Ang mangyayari dyan, sige, magsumbong ka. Damay ka rin naman dito eh. Parang pang kontrabida lang. Damay ka rin dito kung magsusumbong ka.
May natatanggap ka din.
So, ganun ang nangyari doon, partner.
Parang nakinabang ka rin.
Nakinabang 25,000 a month?
A month.
Saan naman kukuha si VP Sara nun?
Bukod sa sweldo, ano lang doon, allowance. Para saan? Anyway, sige, going back doon, partner, sa binabanggit mo nga, napakalaking amount na wini-withdraw sa bangko.
So yun, partner, hindi yun dumadaan kay POA. Kasi una kay Gina Acosta, para sa OVP. Tapos sila Fajarda, yung mag-asawa, sa DepEd. So mukhang siya lang ang taga-ayos. Siya lang, kasi lawyer din siya. Yung Fajarda, attorney Sunshine, attorney din yun. Fajarda. So, ang lumalabas dito, si POA ay taga-ayos lang.
Si attorney Fajarda, dati na
Davao pa yun.
Sa Davao pa.
Yung lahat ng kasama niya dyan, sila Monsayak, Mempin,
ito yung mga
Acosta,
staff niya dati.
Hindi ko napansin si Acosta. Yung Lopez, ano pangalan yun? Nakalimutan ko yung pangalan. Something. Basta yung Lopez.
Mga staff pa niya to dati sa Davao, nung mayor pa siya.
Yes.
Kinuha niya ngayon.
Oo. So, actually, naging issue yan, nabasa ko yan. Naging issue yan dahil hindi pa siya qualified na para maging chief of staff ni then Mayor Sara. At that time, ang VP, ang base mayor niya ay si Pangulong Duterte. Nagpapalitan lang naman sila eh. So, ang mayor si Sara, tapos ang vice mayor si Duterte. So sabi niya, hindi yan pwede mong kunin kasi hindi pa siya qualified kasi may years na dapat na-comply. O di tinanggal siya as that position pero ginawa siyang OIC. Di ganun din.
Oo.
Di ba? So, ibig sabihin, lahat ng tao doon, kabagang niya. Kung meron man silang gagawin na di okay, kabagang niya lahat.
So,
lahat sila nakikinabang.
So, yan ang sinasabi mo dahil ito si Attorney POA dito lang niya hinire sa Manila nung DepEd Secretary siya. Kaya medyo partner, may...
Hindi pa siya ganun kalapit. Hanggang amoy lang siya, hindi pa siya nakakakain. Amoy-amoy, patak-patak lang.
So wala siyang natatanggap na white envelope?
Meron yata, di ba sabi niya, pero hindi ganun ka ano. Si Zulueca Lopez.
Oo.
Yung sinasabi ko, Filipino lawyer siya. At ito, partner, Chief of Staff ni VP. Dati siyang taga-ombudsman ng Mindanao. So, ang tanong ko, bakit dating taga-ombudsman?
Ang kinuha niyang staff. Oo.
Is it para kung ombudsman to dati, meron kakilala sa loob? Hindi. Diba?
Or alam na sa kung paano yung...
Graft investigator to, pero siya yung kinuha mo. At dating taga-ombudsman ng Mindanao. Diba? So, binigyan mo na mataas na posisyon, partner, hanggang ngayon. So,
pero eto yung mga hindi sumisipot sa partner, no?
Nakatakbo na to, partner.
Sa hearing.
Si Zulueca.
Wala na.
Napunta na ng LA. Kagabi, malis.
Ano lang naman lookout bulletin lang naman, partner. Wala pa namang
whole
departure.
Magagawa, kaya nga, dapat
so,
kanina.
hindi din nila po pwedeng pigilan tong umalis.
Hindi.
Karapatan niya yun
Na-monitor lang.
Oo.
Ang problema lang, pang-apat kasi kanina yung hearing na hindi umaten. Kung ako sana, well anyway, sige, bigyan ng show cause. Dapat nung pa nila pinashow cause. Meron naman show cause order, parang bibigyan pa ng chance Kaya lang, yung gusto ni Joel na ma-monitor yan, whatsoever, wala akong magagawa dyan kasi pwede yang malis.
Kaya nga.
Diba?
Kasi kung lookout bulletin lang, partner, talagang hanggang doon lang. Sa pagmamasid lang, pagmamanman, kung nandito pa ba sa bansa o lumabas na.
Yes.
Sinasabi nga nila, baka magiging parang guo. Wala namang wala namang warrant ang mga to para pwede niyong pigilan o sasabihin po ninyo sa kinaukulan na i-hold ang pag-alis ng mga to. Wala. Papata-pata din
Ang papel ni Zulueca Lopez, siya yung nagsabi kay Madam Gloria Mercado, yung binibigyan ng envelope na 50,000 ng laman, mag-resign siya. Siya yung nagsabi na mag-resign ka na kasi mukhang hindi nagustuhan. According to Madam Gloria, meron kasi siyang kinwestiyon na patakaran, di umano, nung si Monsayak. Na ang sabi kasi ng Monsayak, ito, taga Davao din to dati, partner. Ang sabi ni Monsayak, hayaan na lang natin yung mga bidder mag-usap-usap. Sabi ngayon ni Gloria Mercado, ni Ma'am, hindi naman yun nasa rules. Dapat magkaroon ng procurement, rules ng procurement. Ito pa rin. Yung Monsayak yata, hindi na, parang usap na lang. Usap na lang para masiguro magbigay kung kaninong gustong bidder or what, pag-usap na lang, gano'n. So parang yun yung tinutulan ni Madam Gloria. Nung nalaman nila ng mga grupo na tumututor si Madam Gloria, ni-request na mag-resign ka na. Hindi siya ang tawag doon, hindi siya team player lumalabas. Kaya kailangan ka na umalis.
Pero mas nagiging partner malabong investigasyon kung hindi nila mismo ini-interrogate.
Sino?
Tinatanong yung mismong mga inimbitahan nilang mga resource person na hindi naman pumupunta, sumisipot. Ano yung pupwedeng gawin dyan dito sa yung mismo mga miyembro ng komite? Kasi sinasabi nila ipapa-aresto na, ipapa-citing contempt.
Partner, alam mo, sa akin lang kahit wala na yon.
Oo.
Pero syempre, mas maganda kasi sa kanila manggaling.
Sa kanila, At pwede talaga nila, partner, pigain ang husto, especially dito sa mga binabanggit ng mga napakalaking pera. Marami sila makukuha dyan na impormasyon. Diba? Kasi kung nandun na sa harap at lahat na ng mga miyembro ng komite nagtatanong, diba? Napipilitan, partner kasi ramdam nila yung pressure nandun siya.
Maganda kasi na madinig natin mula doon sa mga
involved rito.
Katulad niya si Catalan.
Kanina
talagang pa siya palaban siya, not naman physically or what, palaban siya sa kanyang sagot, talagang matigas pa siya sa kanyang pagsasalita na parang kailangan niyang pirmahan yan kasi utos.
Oo.
Di ba? Accountant ka, kung chief accountant, may responsibility ka dyan. Hindi, it's parang ang dating sa akin, it's mandatory on my part. Parang ministerial. Pirma ka, parang mechanical na lang, pirma. Tapos, para bang ito, ayon sa ganyan, pwedeng ganyan, parang, umaga, siya pirma lang. Pero kung paano ito ginastos, hindi niya na alam. Pero ano bang responsibility mo as chief accountant?
Yeah,
diba?
Correct.
Responsibilidad mo yan, alamin di ba? Para ma-report mo ng tama. Ngayon, hanggang sa lumabas yung katotohanan na siya nakakatanggap. So, anong dahilan para ka bibigyan?
Correct. Oo. Yan din ang isa sa mga tanong na pumapasok sa isip ko, partner. Bob, may mga, may mga kawanisyan, may mga tao na binibigyan ng envelope.
Oo, di ba?
Oo. Ito ba ay ginagawa din sa lahat ng ahensya ng gobyerno, pakonsuelo sa kanilang mga... Bakit?
Isa ka, pakonsuelo?
Pero ngayon ko lang narinig yan, partner.
Ang laking pakonsuelo nun, partner.
25,000.
Ang laking pakonsuelo.
Malay mo, baka talagang nagustuhan niya yung trabaho, nami-meet yung deadline, ginagawa talaga nila yung kanilang...
Unang-una, di ba, bawal nga sa gobyerno magbigay ng regalo.
Kung galing sa boss mo,
amount,
galing mismo sa kanilang partner,
saan?
Immediate
ano nga? Sige, tell me.
Oo, galing sa kanilang boss, pakonsuelo nga.
Saan nga manggagaling?
Yung pera sa bulsa niya, bala mo, sa
gano'n
sweldo.
ba kalaki ang sweldo niya?
Oo. Hindi ko alam magkano ba ang sweldo ngayon ng Vice President.
Diba?
May mga ganun generous
sige, 25,000 partner?
Oo. So ilan ba sa mga
mamumulubi ka naman dun, 9 months?
Oo.
Isang 25. Magkano si Osias?
Oo.
Tapos meron pa si na 50,000. Mamumulubi ka dun, wala ka pa ng
saan posible galing yung pera na yun?
Sweldo daw. Sige nga, partner, 9 months.
Hindi, sa sweldo daw sabi.
Hindi, sabi niya lang. Baka sa sweldo.
Baka sa sweldo.
Oo. Pero imposible. Imposible. Diba? Ikaw na ano ba sabi ni Pangulong Duterte? Wala naman doon silang assets, diba? Ano ba negosyo ni... tanungan niya natin, sa mga taga Davao tanong natin, ano ba ang negosyo ni VP Sara? Maliban sa Confi funds. Maliban sa pagiging Vice President. Ano negosyo niya? Ano bang negosyo niya para lumaki ng pera yung ganun? Unang magtataka ka na Partner, ikaw naman. Kahit alam ko malaki sweldo mo, tinan mo nga, nagjo-joke-joke ka pa. Sa burger, di ba?
Sana nga. Malaki. Tamang-tama lang.
Di ba? Hindi ka naman vlogger.
Oo, correct.
Kung vlogger ka sana.
TikToker
ba?
Kumikita bang mga
yun
TikToker?
Yun ang tatanong ko, kumikita ba yung TikToker? Meron ba mga commercial?
Sabi ni Master Pogi, Sir Rod, before nakapasok mga tao ni VP, ang daming tinanggal na di alam bakit tinanggal. May dahilan yon. Hindi naman basta-basta po pwede mong tanggalin yung isang tao kung walang dahilan. Kung anong dahilan, yan ang hindi natin alam.
Partner, tinanggal yung iba para wala maamoy. Ano ba?
Para wala na magsasalita.
Para yung immune na yung ilong sa amoy at sila yung malapit sa kusina, sila lang.
Oo.
Kapag sila lang, wala na makakalam na iba. Kaya yung mga tipong pwedeng mag-squill, chu-chu-chu-chu. Hindi ka team player, Mercado. Hindi ka team player, chu-chu-chu-chu.
Ayan, chugi ka.
Ganun yun. Hanggang bukas, magkita at magkarinigan tayo. Ako po sa Tony Clercas, nagpapalalang, huwag tulugan yung karapatan.
At Radyo Man Rod Marcelino, mga